You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Saturday the 4th of October, 2025. It is 12 days after the fall equinox. It is 78 days before the winter solstice. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 13th day of Vendémiaire, the day of the potiron, the winter squash. The sun rises today at 6:56 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:44 p.m. The sun sets today at 6:32 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 7 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 7:31 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 39 seconds, shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing gibbous phase and is 92% full at midday. The full moon will arrive on Monday, the 6th of October. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the wee hours, low tide, 2:10 a.m., 9 centimeters. In the morning, high tide, 8:32 a.m., 1 meter 52. In the afternoon, low tide, 2:34 p.m., 15 centimeters. In the evening, high tide, 8:53 p.m., 1 meter 62. In our shared realm of plants and animals, in the chilly afternoon, a large eastern carpenter bee face plants in the middle of a marigold flower. She stands there motionless. Apparently, carpenter bees can grow tired after a day of foraging. Perhaps she is just resting. On the other hand, these marigolds were in the bright sun all day. Now the late afternoon shadows have enveloped the flowers, and it is distinctly colder. Perhaps she is lethargic from the chill. You can tell a carpenter bee from a bumblebee because carpenters have smooth, shiny black stingers. Unlike the bumblebees, they are not furry all over. Their furry bit is confined to the central part of the abdomen. The carpenters we see now are this year's newly hatched bees. They will forage until it gets cold, then hunker down to hibernate for the winter. Commemorations. On this day in 1582, the Gregorian calendar, the calendar we use today, first came into use. By the 16th century, it had become apparent that the Julian calendar, that dated to the time of the Romans, had become seriously out of sync with the actual solar year. Scholars under Pope Gregory XIII made adjustments to bring the calendar back into phase. The Julian calendar of Thursday, the 4th of October, 1582, was followed by the first day of the Gregorian calendar, Friday, the 15th of October. The Gregorian calendar was first adopted in the Papal States and the territories ruled by Spain. Over the next few centuries, it would be adopted around most of the world as the civil calendar we now use. A battle of ideologies. On this day in 1936, the Battle of Cable Street took place in London, England. The British Union of Fascists, led by Oswald Mosley, had planned a march through the East End of London. The Metropolitan Police dispatched a large force to keep order during the march. A very much larger group of anti-fascist counter-protesters gathered to oppose Mosley's black shirts. They included local trade unionists, communists, British Jews, and socialist groups. Things came to a head when the anti-fascist barricades installed in Cable Street were dismantled by the police. Violence ensued. Faced with a wall of resistance, Mosley decided to march his fascist brigade westward to Hyde Park. Only the advent of World War II ended Mosley's movement. On this day in 1957, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik. It was the first artificial satellite to orbit the Earth. It was launched into an elliptical low Earth orbit and sent a radio signal back to Earth for 3 weeks until its batteries gave out. It eventually fell back to the Earth 3 months later. In Christian calendars, today is the feast day of St. Francis of Assisi. He is widely admired by Christians and non-believers alike. Born in the Italian region of Umbria in around the year 1181, he rejected his father's wealth, and chose a life of poverty and simplicity. He is most remembered for his love of the natural world. He preached to the fish and to the birds. He tamed the wild wolf of Gubbio. In his song, The Canticle of the Creatures, he wrote this: "Praised be you, my Lord, through our sister, Mother Earth, who sustains and governs us, and who produces various fruit with colored flowers and herbs." We remember St. Francis with gratitude today. And that is the Observatory, Saturday the 4th of October, 2025.